YouTubers, and welcome to another Doctor Who action figure review. Today I am looking at the 12-inch. I wasn't originally going to do this, but a few of my friends have asked us, please will you do this? It'll be quite good, and eventually I said, alright, I will do it. Articulation. Head can do a 360. A little bit loose on my one, but doesn't matter. The shoulders can do not really nearly 180, but that's just because of the cloth on here, which stops it from doing that. Articulation at the elbow, which bends like that. The wrists can do a 360. Looks good. Articulation at the hips, which can go forward and backwards, and at the knees, and at the feet, which are ball jointed feet. So I'll start it off. Obviously it's a lot more detailed than the 5-inch version, because on the 5-inch version the black on here would normally be more of a grey rather than a black with grey highlights on it. Also, it has the gun, which is a lot more detailed because it's got the little ridge there, it's got the little hole there where it would shoot out, and you can see how it's flipped on just there. Also, something else which makes it look a little bit weird. Let's see my camera. Are these? Yeah, which are basically like a plug for on the Cyber controller, but this isn't the Cyber controller. And it's not a mistake that they've made, because they made a few of these where it was like that, and I found it a bit weird at first, but I did get used to it. If you've got the Cyber controller, the version in the chair, in the great big chair, the 5-inch version, then you know why they always put these on. I don't know why they put them on this 12-inch version. On some of them they didn't, on this one they did for some reason, and they did with a few as well. I don't know if this is supposed to be some kind of Cyber ranking, or I don't know why they've done this, but you know, you do get used to it eventually, and such and such. I don't know many people who buy armies of 12-inch Cybermen, because at the time they were around about 10, 15, 20 pounds. So you weren't going to have a whole army of them. You were only going to have about 1 or 2 of them, because obviously they were expensive. And like myself, I could not afford them. So anyway, you've got a more detailed head sculpt. But with the little rims and the eye and that. And you've got the slightly brighter silver of handlebars. As well, and you probably can't quite see it, but Yeah, you probably can't. You can only just barely in the flesh. I mean the steel, rather. It has got the little ridges between just here on the jaw piece, or rather on the mouthpiece here, which wasn't on the 5-inch version, but is on 12-inch version, so that's good. The back is also very much detailed. It's got a little hole in the back for some reason. I can't really see any screw or anything in there. It's just a hole that they put in random. You've got all little ridges down the bottom, and it's good that they still kept that in. Much more, not really much more detail, because you can do it on the 5-inch version as well. Oops, and over again. The hands are more detailed. Now you can see more of the veins and the lines going down as well. And they're also detailed on the inside, which are the gloves that were used as well. All the handlebars on here and here are quite loose. On here, and these were quite loose until I tightened them up. Why? Because they're a separate piece. If I just move it in, they're a separate piece which are actually clipped in the side of my hand. And you probably can remove them, but it either might snap as you remove it, or you can never get it back in without snapping it or something, or gluing it back in. Also, you've got more detail with the chest piece, where you've got where all the air would come in and out. Now, I'm not too sure what they were for. You can't particularly tell. You can't really tell on camera unless I show you it like that. You can't really tell it that much on camera. And also for the YouTubers, there's not anything about Doctor Who at all, so you may want to skip this little bit. The Animals on the Farm video will not ever be put on. I'm not allowed to put it up on for some reason or two, but it could possibly be an audio. I can do it as an audio. I'd probably be able to do it as an audio, so if you want it as an audio, please tell me. Okay, so that's sorted. Also, top, you've got the lines and going down. I thought they could have done a little bit more detail on the eyepieces there. Maybe possibly have the gracing on, which they had in the series, to black out the eyes. But then they did have a tiny little piece of gracing on. Although it is based off the first Simon and Adventure, Rise of the Simon, and The Age of Steel, and Doomsday, and so on and so on. But in later stories, it was the glass or the plastic. I can't remember which it was. It was actually removed, and well, not removed. The greasing was put down, a similar kind of grating on the Daleks, the mesh, put on there with the glass piece over the top, except the glass piece was clear and the mesh was black. So it must be based off that one, even though this Simon man never appeared on screen, although I doubt he will do. You've got detail on here as well. You can see the little lines again. So that's basically it. There's nothing more to say. Apart from that, it's just a general Cyberman. So thank you for watching, and until the next review, goodbye.